Another video with a lot to talk about, so let's get started. Hello everyone, my name is Derek and welcome back to Detroit Lions Syndicate. This channel we talk all things Detroit Lions, so make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell so you won't miss another video. Yesterday, Mike Florio with Pro Football Talk NBC Sports said that the Detroit Lions should entertain the thought of taking Baker Mayfield from the Cleveland Browns. Now, the Cleveland Browns were in the running for Deshaun Watson, and when the brass flew to meet with Deshaun, they said that they needed an adult QB. Baker Mayfield posted something on his Instagram account saying that he had given all they had. Well, yesterday, Mike Florio said if there's anyone who can slap the punk out of Baker Mayfield, it would be Dan Campbell. Well, listen, I wouldn't mind Baker Mayfield as a backup quarterback because he's better than the ones that we have. But we will get into that in just a few minutes. But I don't see that happening. Baker Mayfield would need to be traded, or if the Cleveland Browns decided to cut him, his cap hit, I think, is pretty substantial as well. But if I'm Baker Mayfield, I am done playing for the Cleveland Browns after they said they needed an adult QB. So let me know in the comments below, would you want Baker Mayfield on the Detroit Lions in any capacity? Mine would be as a backup, sure, give Jared Goff some competition because we don't have any. And that's going to transition me into the next topic. The Detroit Lions have re-signed David Blough to a 2-year, $1.5 million-ish deal to be the quarterback of the Detroit Lions. David Blough was part of the trade in 2019 that brought him here, sent our 7th this year to Cleveland, and we swapped for theirs this year. So David Blough is on the team as of right now. Now, initially I was upset at this move, but then I thought about it. It really doesn't change if the Detroit Lions will draft a quarterback or not. But here's my thing. We have not had a substantial backup to win games for the Detroit Lions. The last time we had a backup that could win us a game was quarterback Shaun Hill, and that was over 12 years ago. We've had Tom Savage. We've had Matt Castle. We've had Josh Johnson. We've had Chase Daniel. We've had Josh McCown. The list goes on and on and on. When Shaun Hill would come into the game, you felt a little confidence that, hey, this guy could still win us some games. He wasn't like Dan Orlovsky. How could I forget to mention him? But now with these quarterbacks we have, there is zero confidence. Look up the last quarterback to win a game, backup quarterback for the Detroit Lions. Let me know what your answer is in the comments below. We did lose Jalen Reeves-Maybin, signed a 2-year deal with the Houston Texans for up to $7.5 million. This is the thing that starts to worry me about the Detroit Lions. Our team is exactly the same. And with that being said, why should we expect different results coming up this season? Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, we have the draft. Indeed, we do. Here's the situation with that. I said this last year. Somebody in my comments said something about they'll be glad I'm not the GM. Well, okay. The thing about this is no matter who the GM is, the obvious holes in our position is at the defensive side. We need linebackers. We need a defensive line. And most importantly, we need safeties. The safety market at free agency has all but dried up. And yes, we can draft our safeties, but we have zero safety depth. Our secondary is probably the weakest spot on our team. We don't even know who our starting cornerbacks are going to be. Let's say it's Amani. We know that. Could be iffy. We don't know what's going to happen with Jeff Okudah. Then you go to, Dean Marlowe's no longer on the team, possibly. We have several guys coming back from season-ending injuries in the secondary. On top of that, once you get past the starters, there is no depth there, really. So what are the Lions going to do? Now, here's the thing. This is what the Lions have been so thrifty this offseason that I could see them bring what I would want them to do. And I've been saying this for about 2 or 3 weeks now. Try to get Tyrann Mathieu to come to this team. Before he signed a deal with the Kansas City Chiefs for 3 years, he took a 1-year deal with the Houston Texans, $7 million. I would try to bring him in for maybe some Tracy Walker money, somewhere around there, if it's a 2-year or beyond deal. A 1-year deal, maybe about $10 million, something like that, bring him in. But here's what the Lions are going to do. They're going to bring in like a Sorensen. They're going to bring in a Landon Collins. They're going to bring in somebody like that. A lot of these safeties are over 30 years old or they're terrible. It's one or the other. That's what's going to happen. We need to pick somebody up in free agency. So I'm getting a little edgy right now because our defense was ranked second to last in 2021. We have changed nothing about this team. Do you realize that we only brought in one free agent and he was injured last year. That's the only person we brought in, one outside person to the roster. The team, 6 weeks before the draft, is exactly the same. Free agency is supposed to fill holes, right? And really make your team even slightly better. Can you say that our team is any better than it was when we played the Green Bay Packers January 9th? Maybe just a little bit. Trying to have patience and trying to trust the process. But I need Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes to do something, specifically at safety. That's what I need. I'm going to predict that we go bulk defense in this draft because it is the weakest part of our team. We thought our wide receivers were bad. The defense is worse. So with the lack of outside talent that the Detroit Lions have brought in, I think that we should restructure Jared Goff, see if he wants to do that. We can take a quarterback this year. We can take a quarterback next year, but we can free up some money so that we can go get a couple players because we still have mad holes to fill and not enough people to fill them. So let's just bring the energy level back up to a positive real quick for the Detroit Lions. Trey Flowers was officially released yesterday, the first day of the new league year when free agency officially started. And he gave a nice little thank you. The Detroit Lions gave a nice little thank you, thanking him for his service to the team, his service to the community. I thought it was a real cool thing for the Detroit Lions to kind of wish Trey well on his journey, probably back to the Patriots. And that's cool. Trey Flowers, he couldn't produce on the field like we hoped, but he was a stand-up guy. My name is Derek. This is Detroit Lions Syndicate. Make sure you leave it in the comments below. How do you feel about the moves or lack of moves that the Detroit Lions have made in free agency? To me, it has a hint of SOL to it, but just a whiff. But I'm not really going down the SOL road just yet. I do think Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell are a lot different. You can just feel it feels different from SOL, but us Lions fans, man, it's hard to get out of the SOL mentality. Even though I don't think that this is SOL, just a little whiff of it. Just a little whiff of it. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. And as always, go Lions.